What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we start the Gauntlet Series for the Audio-Technica's ATH-TWX9 earbuds. Their first opponent will be the 1MORE Aeros. This should be a very interesting opening round. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we're back in round one of the Gauntlet Series for the ATH-TWX9 earbuds from Audio-Technica. Man, that's a lot to say. All right, their first opponent is the 1MORE Aeros. But let's go ahead and jump off by talking price and specs. We're gonna start off with the Aeros here. They come in at 110 bucks. You can get them. I think you can still get them today with a 20% discount. We'll drop them down to $90. You can get them both on Amazon as well as the 1MORE site. As far as specs goes, they come with Bluetooth 5.2. They only support codecs AAC and SBC, so there's no high definition codec support, but I never had problems with the sound out of these guys. All right, as far as battery life, with ANC turned on, you can get up to five. You can get 5 hours of on a single 5 hours of playback on a single charge. When you include the case, you can get 20 hours. And now with ANC turned off, you can get up to 7 hours with the earbuds on a single charge and up to 28 hours with the case. As far as the case, it does support fast charging. 15 minutes would get you 3 hours of playback time on the earbuds, and the case does support wireless charging. As well as for water resistance, they do support, they are rated, excuse me, at IPX5. And when you talk special features, the earbuds does have multi-point pairing and connecting, as well as a spatial audio feature. All right. Now moving on over to the Audio Technica's ATH TWX9s. I'm going to refer to them as the X9s moving forward. They come in at 300 bucks. You can get them both on Audio Technica's website as well as on Amazon's website. Okay, as far as Bluetooth, they do come with Bluetooth 5.2. As far as in codec support, they support AAC, SBC, aptX, aptX adaptive, and Snapdragon sound. So they're pretty much future proof when it comes to that. And as far as battery life, with the earbuds, you get up to 6 hours of playback time approximately. With the case, you get approximately 18 and a half hours, excuse me, of playback time. As far the case does support wireless charging. As far as quick charge, there is no documentation saying that it does support quick charge or anything like that. Nothing as far as my research has gone has depicted that. But if there is a change and they do document it, whether it does or doesn't, I will leave that in the description below, or in the comments below. So, or description, excuse me, the descriptions below, and feel free to leave comments if you find the information ahead of me. All right. As far as water resistance, the earbuds are rated at IPX4. As far as special features, the earbuds do support multi-point connection, and they have an antibacteria sterilization within the case. So take them out, you put them in, you close the case. They go through the sterilization process, and then they're fresh when you bring them back out. Similar to the LG Tone Freeze, who have their similar situation. All right. As always, both are app supported, so we will dive into that later. Let's both of them feature packed. Let's continue. All right, let's go ahead and pull one of each of these out and do a quick comparison. As you can see here, both of them are of the stem style form factor. As you can see, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1MORE Aeros first. A, a, a longer earbud, longer stem. Of course, they have the squeeze technology in there, so you have to squeeze the stem in order to initiate any functions. A very light earbud. I like the. It just seems like one unified piece here. You get that twist and lock in. They're very comfortable. I do also like the red accent. I don't know if you can see that there, the red accent coloring in the noise canceling speaker as well as behind the ear tip. I just like that subtle touch there. And I do love the matte black, so you ain't got to worry about fingerprints or anything like that. A nice look there. All right, let's go ahead and look at the X9s, a smaller stem style earbud, very luxury looking, very elegant looking. I love the I call it a dark bronze and black combination there. I really do like that. And of course, it's really elegant with the touch pad here, as well as it has, as you can see here, uh a push button or a squeeze button there to do functionality as well. Very nicely crafted. Again, there it is with the matte black, and then you got the glossy dark bronze uh, coloring there. Very nice looking earbud. I really am impressed with the workmanship and the attention to detail when it comes to these earbuds. All right, let me go ahead. We're gonna pop these back in the case. I'm gonna pull up my phone. We're gonna take a look at them in the ear, see what they look like. All right, first up, we got the 1MORE Aeros. As you can see, a much longer. Let me zoom in a little bit closer, a little bit tighter there, so you can see. Ain't worry about my scruff there. Here, let me grab my stylus slash pointer here. As you can see, doesn't take up a lot of airwell space here, but it does give you a nice secure fit, a longer stem. But then, like I said, you use it to do squeeze functionality on them. Very light. I get no ear fatigue or pressure in the ear canal when using these. I'm even using the larger ear tip. It just makes it feel all the way better, and I get a better seal that way. Very nice. A very light earbud, very comfortable. All right, let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the X9s. All right. Now here's a look at the X9s. Again, a much shorter stem. You got your push button control here, but you also have the touchpad for certain features. Again, another one that doesn't take up a lot of earwell space. But once you get the twist and lock in, you do get a nice good fit, good seal. Again, another one I did switch out and put the larger ear tip in. Um, but gives me a better seal. Obviously, that's a preference there. But again, another light earbud in the ear. No ear fatigue issues. No pressure as far as the ear canal goes. A very nicely fitting earbud. All right. So what we want to do next is we want to go ahead and drop into the apps. We're gonna start off with the arrows first and see what they got and see what they don't have. All right. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We got the 1MORE Aeros already paired up. Let's go ahead and jump into their app. Whoops. All right, here we go. Already got that queued up. Now, as you can see here, you got the picture, you got the name of the earbuds at the top here. Then you got the picture of the earbuds and case, obviously, and their battery levels, respectively. All right, moving. I hit something. Sorry about that. Moving down, you got your listening modes. You got noise canceling, transparency, and off. Right now, they're currently off because they're not in my ear. But when you do go to the ANC feature, as you can see, it says failed to set up. You do have different levels, starting from I guess weak to strong, and then of course you got transparency mode where you can go between fully transparent or voice. Switch over that way. Okay, moving on, you got your custom settings. We tap on this here. This is where you can go ahead and do setup controls. You can only uh, manipulate the double press or triple press. Single press, I believe, is for play pause by default, but you can also go ahead and make these changes here. All right, moving on, you got your loudness, your smart loudness. This is basically like the I don't know if you guys have the Google Pixel Buds Pro, but if you do, the volume EQ feature in that is similar to that, where if depending on how loud your volume is, they will adjust your EQ settings accordingly. So this is in that same vein as that. I always turn it off because I don't like the waviness of it and everything. It just drives me crazy. All right. Then of course you got your sound options. In here, you have either your preset EQs, where you can go ahead and select from this list of different presets that they offer, or you can go ahead and jump into the custom EQ and create your own. Like here, I have my own personal V shape, but right now we're leaving on test because we're going to test the drivers within the earbuds without any enhancements. All right, but you can go in here, you can create your own and get your own sound that you like with these earbuds. All right, moving on. Of course, you have the option here for spatial audio, which will give you at almost like that 360 degree audio function. It's a really good feature, but you can't be too far away from your device in order, or it will cut off, or it will pause it, or it will cut off on you to cause problems. But you can turn it on like if you're going to watch a movie and sit and chill, and it's a great feature to have there. But if you're going to be moving around or anything like that, you want to turn that off. Then, of course, you got your firmware upgrade feature here at the bottom. I always tap that just to make sure I'm up to date because they normally don't give you notifications of an upgrade coming. They just pop it up there. All right, so then if you go up here to the upper right, then the one more icon, you tap on that. You got other features in here. You got your smart playback. You can set that. I have mine set to auto play pause. So when I take an earbud out, my audio pauses. I put it back in. It resumes. You can do it for other options, auto pause only, or don't do anything at all. All right. Then of course you got the burn in function. They say if you once you burn them in completely, the audio from the drivers sound better. I haven't started this one yet. I have a bunch of them like the Evos and everything. I'm in the process of starting that burn in for them too. But as of right now, that hasn't gone. But that's an option you can have here. Now, experimental features. You tap on in here. This is where you turn on your multi-point connection feature, or as they call it, dual device connection. I leave that always turned on so I can have it between two devices if I need it. And of course, you got the pairing pop up window, which I turn that off all the time. Um, then of course you got down here, you got your quick product guide, you got your product color. If you have the white version, you can select that. Obviously, we have the black version. Then of course you got smooth soothing sounds. This is one of the good things. Well, let me pause that because they're not connect. Apparently, they're not active, even though they are connected. Uh, these are one of the good things that you can just go ahead and decompress with the earbuds in. You can go from let me you got various other ones that you can choose from. I'm gonna turn this down real quick. And you can go from drizzle to thunderstorm to breeze, spring water, anything. You got a whole bunch of them you can choose from to help you decompress during the day, from the course of the day or whatever. Then of course you got your frequently asked questions, you got your contact us, and then of course you got about one more music in there, and that is the basic walkthrough of the app for the 1MORE Aeros. What we're going to do then is we'll go ahead and swap these out, and we're going to take a look at the Audio-Technica Connect app for the X9s. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. As you can see, we got the X9s already paired up. Let's go ahead and jump into their app. All right, as you can see here, you got the name of the app, of the device up at the top. You got a picture of the earbuds. And then, of course, right here underneath, you got your battery levels. Of course, and then you got your codec that's being used, the equalizer. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Well, actually, we'll come back to that. Then, of course, you got noise canceling. Then up at the bottom here, you have your audio functions. Let's go ahead and tap up. All right, you can turn your volume up here. Right now it's on 4, but you can turn it up here. Then of course you got your steps, which I think is like your I guess the it's hard to explain. I guess like your bits instead of steps. They say steps. So you got 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit. That's my guess. I may be wrong, but that's my guess on what that means. I guess that's uh, uh, for video audio transfer. All right. Then of course you got your play pause here. If you hit up on that, you can go ahead and let me switch that over to the. All right. Sorry, I had been fooling around. My bad. All right, so you got your play pause, skip and reverse tracks, and your volume rocker, and of course it tells you what devices already is multi-point pairing connected. So I got it connected to two devices, and it'll tell you exactly which device is hearing sound off of. Um, right now we're just gonna leave it as is for now, because right we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and quickly take a look at the aptX. If you tap on that, you can go ahead. It'll tell you which codec it's using right now, or you could go ahead and change the codec if you want, which is very cool. You can go from AAC, which we have here on my phone, aptX adaptive. I have it for auto, so it will switch depending on what I need. And of course, it's using aptX on this one, which is I like that option there. Okay, and then you've got equalizer. You can go in. You can go ahead and set up your own equalizer. You can go ahead and make this adjustment if you like to it. All right, now put it back to where I had it. All right, but you can go ahead and adjust these accordingly, as you can see. And of course, we're going to go ahead and go to default because we're going to test the drivers with no EQ settings at all. And then, of course, down here at the bottom, you have different types of presets that you can use, that you can go ahead and select from if you want to try their own personal ones. Then, of course, the volume slider as well. Whoops. All right. Getting some stuff delivered for my parents for right now. All right, so we go just all right, reset. All right. Since I already changed that. All right, let's go back in. All right, so then of course you got noise canceling. You can tap on that. Now here you can go from off to noise canceling to hear through, which is their of course, transparency mode. Right now, it's optimized for noise canceling. You can go ahead and optimize again once you have the earbuds in. They'll optimize the noise canceling for you, or you can just do the hear through. As you can see, it's going through. You got different types, either high to mid to low. And we will keep it on the noise canceling. Let me go. All right. Then, of course, you got your controls here. Another thing that they have here is if you tap on this arrow here, it gives you more options. See, this thing is very option rich. I like it. This is your volume adjustment level. I have thing that we saw before. All right. And then of course you got your codec, which we already saw before. You can go ahead and switch, which we saw on the main screen. Ambient controls also on the main screen. Hear through, you tap on that. You can go ahead and select between natural and strong hear through. I have it at natural, where it is the noise, excuse me, reduces the noise so that you can hear things around you. Strong will pick up everything. Then of course you got your playback volume when you're in hear through mode. I have it set to low volume. You can also mute your audio if you want to. All right. And of course, you got your equalizer, which we already went through. You got low latency mode. Now, you can turn this off and on. That's if you're gaming, or you can use it for like watching movies. You can also turn that on. That also affects battery life on the earbuds. All right. And then, of course, you got a left right balance. Now, a lot of apps don't offer this for their earbuds, where you can adjust the balance based on depending on the earbud. Say, for instance, you have a hearing difficulties in either ear, you can adjust it accordingly. That way, you're getting the full experience out of the earbuds, despite what's going on there with the hearing. But again, not a lot of apps have this feature. Very, very good. I like that. All right. Then, of course, you got side tone. I have this turned on so that way you can hear yourself when you're on the phone, so it doesn't sound like you're yelling. There's several apps that have this feature as well. Sennheiser Momentum 3s is another one that has that feature. All right, then of course you got the 360 reality audio. This is the same thing that the Sony XM4s have. You got to sign up for it, and it will give you, based on, it will give you that option when you're listening to music through this service. It'll give you that 360 audio, reality audio feel, like you're actually in the concert or in the concert hall when you're listening to these things, or wherever, stadium, whatever they're playing it from. You'll get that 360 feel to it. It's not the actual three spatial audio that the arrows offer, which is a shame, because I think that would be a very good feature here, but that's what they offer. All right. Then of course you move over to system. Then you could do your you can do a key assignments. You can do your touch sensor assignments. You could do set up your voice assistant. I have it set for Google Pix, or like for the Google Assistant rather. If you have Alexa, you can go ahead and set it for Alexa. You got your in-ear detection that's always turned on. You got guide sounds. I have that turned on, so that when you go into your long press, or you do your press to go through here through, it will tell you whether it's on or off. I like that feature. Then you got your control guide. This will basically tell you what you want to do with the sensors for left and right earbud. Okay. Then of course you got connect device management, where you can connect to two devices. If you have more devices here, you can go ahead and switch between the two. All right. And then of course you got help and product information. If you tap on that, you can go in here and check your firmware version and everything like that. All right. And that is the quick run through of the Audio-Technica Connect app for the X9s. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead next is do a mic test, and then we'll come back with the sound test between the two and see how they hit. So stay strapped in.
This is a mic test with the 1MORE Aeros in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the 1MORE Aeros in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the 1MORE Aeros in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the 1MORE Aeros in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX9 in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX9 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX9 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX9 earbuds in a crowded location.
All right, we're back in. We got the 1MORE Aeros already paired up and in the ears. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead in. We're going to dive into the app real fast just to make sure all the settings are the way we want them to be. Turned off. No EQ help or anything like that. All right. Only thing we got going from is ANC is turned on and it's up at the strongest level. All right, let's go into the sound settings. Go into custom. As you can see, no EQ help whatsoever on this one. This is strictly on how the driver sounds naturally right out of the box. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get into some music. Oh, wrong one. Oh, come on, Ron. All right. All right, we're going to go and get into some music. Let's drop into my library here. All right. Let's see. We want to do, let's see. Where we want to go. All right, we'll do some hip hop first. So let's go ahead and jump into, no, I don't want that. All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into Run's house. Sure, why not? Let's go ahead and get it where we want it. All right. That's my optimal sound. Let's go. All right. Woo. Already got bass. Vocals are clean. You got good sound. Nice balance. I love the bass moving. That one hits and moves left to right. Man. Okay. Here we go. All right. Again, clean vocals, great bass. Just sounds really good. All right. You even got that. You can even hear that. I love that. That pay that attention to detail is there. I love it. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna jump in. We're gonna do some Troop. We're gonna jump into that one. Let's go there. All right, Troop. Here we go. All right, good vocals. I mean, good. Excuse me, good instrumentals. Okay. I don't know if this is a track on this one, but it sounds a little muffled a little bit. Okay. Uh, Sorry about that. Had to answer a phone call from the parents. It's their anniversary today. All right, so like I was saying with Troop, it had a good instrumental. It just sounded a little low. I don't know. It might have been the track itself. That's what I'm believing. It's because it just sounded low. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold that thought until we try it with the X9s. But that's my thought process as of right now. Other than that, you got good instrumentals. You got good vocals. They were clean. Um, and the sound separation was good. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into Kenny G. See how we do. Okay. You got good volume here. Now I'm starting to believe more and more that it was the track on that Troop song. All right, you got okay, nice sounding on the instrumentals. Background, the backgrounds music is it's just good. This is just warm. I could just lay back and chill on this one. All right, you got a good sound from the lead saxophone. Very clean, very clean. Just really, really good. All right, just a nice clean sound. Okay. You got a nice clean sound there. It sound really good with the instrumental from Kenny G. As far as Run's House, sound really good. Had that nice bass. Vocals was clean. Um, that Troop song, I'm going to give it. You know what? We're going to go away from that one. We're gonna nix that one. We're gonna put someone else in its place. Uh let's go ahead with some Janet. Let's do Janet. Go deep. All right. Oh, this is thumping. I like it. I like it a lot. Woo. Okay. And that bass. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Already, I'm liking the bass on this one. Then you got very nice vocals. Oh, another phone call. Hold on a sec. All right, we back in. Had to answer the wife. At where was I? Oh yeah, like I was saying, you got good sound, great bass on this song. Just a just a nice overall sound on the earbuds. I'm gonna save my overall impressions to my final thoughts. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get these swapped out, and we're gonna take the X9s and run them through the sound test. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. Whoops. We got the X9s already paired up. Let's go ahead and jump into some music. All right. First up, we'll do is Run's house. So let's get it. Make sure we're where we want to be. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. The bass is all right. Not as punchy naturally as the 1MOREs, but the vocals are very clear. Very clear. Okay. All right, we got good sound. All right, the bass is there. It's just not as punchy. And you still get the shifting from left to right. You got the detail with that. You still get all of that. You still get everything else. You got excellent. I mean, the vocals are crystal clear. I love it. Um, but just that it's just the bass seems a little lower naturally. Again, let's go ahead. Same rules apply. We're going to jump into the Audio-Technica app. We're going to let this go ahead and sink in. All right, we'll go into the EQ settings. As you can see, it's set to original. No EQ setting adjustments whatsoever. Nothing helping it at all. It's just naturally the drivers with the bass is just low. It's there. It just doesn't punch as hard naturally as with the 1MOREs. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. Where we at? We're gonna go and do Janet. Remember, we had problems with the Troop song, so we'll go into Janet's song. Let's go ahead and jump in there. All right. Again. Okay. Again, we're getting good sound. The bass is all right, but you got good sound out of these. It's good. It's okay. It's good. Again, you got clear vocals on this chorus. It's just that it just seems a little lower. Let me see something. See, there's a difference there. All right, so there's definitely a difference there. I move it up one more tick, and it's just fantastic. I bring it back one tick, and everything seems a little lower. I don't know if that's something software driven or what, but you still get crystal clear vocals. It just sound a little lower. That's it, just a little lower. Other than that, you got crystal clear vocals. The bass is there. At that volume level, it doesn't punch. I move it up one more notch, and it's punching just as good as the 1MOREs. Um, I'm thinking I don't know. I'm thinking that might be a software thing. I don't know. But now that I hear them between each other, I'm believing that it is more and more. But that's something for later on. All right, so let's go ahead and see how Kenny G sounds. Now, remind you, we're still at my preferred hearing level. All right, so if I turn it up here, it's where I think it should be. Everything is everything is great here at this level. See, this is beautiful right here. Right at this level right here, I think we're at what 65. Wait a minute, I think we had like 75%, not even 70%. I would say 70. It sounds fantastic right here. Nice and loud enough. The bass is there. It just sounds so good. And you take it down one notch, and it's a totally different world. I mean, you still got the good sound. It's just a little lower. Man, there's a difference in there. That leads me to believe that's a software thing. All right. It just that one could. I love the way these sound. And then when you put them, especially when you put them up there at that 70%, oh, they're if you get them up there, out of there's it's gonna be tough to beat these. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this all cleaned up. I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts and give you my choice on this, the winner of this round. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in with my final thoughts on round one of the Gauntlet Series for the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX9 and their first opponent, the 1MORE Aeros. All right, now head to head, they both are good with or not statistic but specs. I'm somewhere else right now. Their specs are both up there. As far as only downside to the arrows is that they only support AAC and SBC. Other than that, the spatial audio multi-point's on point there. Multi-point and the antibacterial sterilization feature is on point with the X9s, and uh, they're pretty much even, except for the case battery life with the case and everything. All right, as far as sound goes, you got clear vocals and everything is much cleaner uh, with the X9s. It's just that you get good sound and good bass and everything. And also the natural volume is a little louder with the arrows. Okay, I do. To be honest, the only hold back with the X9s is the fact that at my preferred listening level, they just seem a little bit low. But if I move it a tick up, they are just as good as any other earbud I have right now, as of right now, without just saying that on its face without testing them between any of the other ones. I'm thinking that's a software thing within the earbuds. Uh, but I'm gonna do a factory reset and then I'm gonna test that again. But just head to head, they both are very impressive earbuds. I like wearing them, like listening to them both. They sound really good. Their noise canceling is both okay. It's not like Bose level or Sennheiser level or being the be a play EQ level. Um, but it's good. It's serviceable. It's good. Um, Now, bottom line is based on my sound test as of right now. Which one would I pick? Hmm. See, now that's going to be a tough one. Uh, let's see. If I had to choose just one of these to go with, based on only sound, I would go with the X9s. I would have to say the X9s because uh the vocals are much cleaner, much sharper. When I was listening to Kenny G, the lead vocals was a lot more crisp. I just like it's just a little low, as far as overall volume goes, not sound, but overall volume. Um, I would definitely have I would have to go with them on this one, but again, not knocking the arrows. These are really good earbuds. They have good bass. They 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 just sound really really good. Uh, and these are still at right now. I guess with the 90 dollars that you can get with the discount. These are definitely a steal in my opinion. Cannot sleep on these. The spatial audio feature is good. It's great as long as you're, of course, if you're sitting there and you're watching video, it's very good. Um, it's these are really good earbuds. I just as far as uh just your overall vocals and things like that, I think the X9s win the day. Again, like I said, the overall volume, I think that's a software thing. Again, I'm gonna do factory reset of these earbuds, and I'm gonna try it again. I'm listen to them again. Um, I just think it's something as far as that goes with them. But as far as just sound alone, and remember, volume and sound are two different things, in my opinion. But I will go with the X9s on this one. The arrows are real close. They still in my top 10 earbuds of choice as of right now. So that's where I stand as far as these ones. So this has been round one of the Gauntlet Series for the Audio-Technica ATH-TWX9s. They get the nod and a close one, in my opinion. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to join me on this journey that's continuing, that's ongoing, I've got plans to grow this channel when I get it, when I'm able to include tablets, cell phones, Bluetooth speakers, and the like. Uh, Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell so that way you're notified when these videos drop. Okay. And again, I like to also, one more thing, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Ron on Tech. I usually put notifications up on those channels. That way, you would know when videos are going to drop. Uh, Again, thanks for coming out and checking out your boy for round one of the Gauntlet Series for the ATH TWX9 by Audio-Technica. They get the win in a close one on round one. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.